the video I am going to show, you will learn tense and present tense. Before we know what is present tense, you should know what is tense. The word tense is derived from the Latin word tempus, meaning time. Tense is used to indicate time in English language. Tense is broadly divided into three types: present tense, past tense, and future tense. The three types of tenses are further divided into groups: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Present simple tense, or we can say indefinite tense. It is used to indicate an action in present time, habitual or usual action, daily event or universal fact. For example, I study in school. This expresses a regular action. What is the structure of present tense? Simple or indefinite. Subject, present form of verb, s or es in case of singular subject or third person. Object, extension if any. Example, I go to school daily. He reads an English book. In the first sentence, we see I go to school daily. I is the subject here. Go, present form of verb. To school is object and daily is an extension. In the next sentence, reads shows that S has been used with the present form of verb, as he is the singular pronoun. Negative and interrogative sentences in simple present tense. We use don't or doesn't to form negative sentences depending on the person. Examples, they don't know you well. Don't is used with plural noun or pronoun. They is a plural pronoun, so don't has been used here. She doesn't like coffee. She is the singular pronoun. That's why doesn't has been used. We use do or does to form interrogative sentences. Examples, do the boys play in the playground? Does your sister help you? Do I satisfy your needs? What you noticed in these three sentences, do, does come before the subject when we form interrogative sentences. Present continuous tense, the tense where verb suggests the action which is currently running. The structure of present continuous tense is subject plus be verb, is, am, are, present form of verb plus ing, object plus extension if any. Examples of present continuous tense: my friend is waiting for me. They are learning their lessons. I am watching television. You have noticed in three sentences, is has been used with my friend, which is a singular noun. They is a plural pronoun. Are has been used as helping verb. Am has been used with I. Negative and interrogative sentences in present continuous tense. To form negative sentences in the present continuous tense, we use not after the helping verb. Examples, they are not going out of their houses. I am not listening to you. She is not performing well. These are the examples of negative sentences. We use helping verb, means is, am, are. before the subject in case of interrogative sentences. Example: is your friend waiting for you? Are you speaking to me? Now, there is an exercise. Fill in the blanks with correct forms of the verb choosing from the options given in the brackets. The first one is done for you. My watch. There is a blank that is to be filled with keep, keeps, is keeping, kept, correct time. As you know that this is the simple present tense, that's why keeps has been used after the singular noun. My watch keeps. There are 4 more. You can do it yourself. Take some time. Present perfect tense. This tense suggests a past action that has the result in the present. Example: the rain has stopped now. The structure of present perfect tense is subject plus auxiliary has, have, plus past participle of the main verb and object. Example: they have built a new house. He has reached his home just now. In these 2 examples, you must have noticed that have is used with plural pronoun or noun. Has is used with singular noun or pronoun. Uses of present perfect tense. There are some cases where present perfect tense is used. Examples: just finished. I have just finished my work. A work done long ago but can be done again. He has written a number of poems till now. The third case can be where lately or recently is used. My father has applied for the transfer recently. With ever, never, often, always, occasionally. Example of often: I have seen such people often. The 5th case is with for and since. I have lived in this city for 10 years. So these were the different 5 cases where present perfect tense is used. Negative and interrogative sentences in present perfect tense. We use not after auxiliary while forming a negative sentence in present perfect tense. Examples: these boys have not or haven't learned good manners yet. My friend hasn't submitted his assignment. We use has or have before the subject in case of interrogative sentences. Examples: have you learnt your lesson? Has Ritika gone to the market? The same has been noticed in these 2 sentences that have is used with you, I and plural noun pronoun. Has is used with singular noun pronoun and it comes before the subject when we form interrogative sentences. Present perfect continuous tense. This is the 4th type of present tense. This tense suggests the action that started in the past but still in continuation. For example, I have been teaching in this school for 5 years. The structure of present perfect tense is subject, has, have, been, present form of verb plus ing, object, since or for, since where period is there and for where point in time is used. Examples: it has been raining since morning. We have been preparing for the examination for 2 days. Negative and interrogative sentences in the present perfect continuous tense. We use not after auxiliary has or have, and before been to form negative sentences. Examples: I have not been going to school since the last month. Vijay has not been doing his duty for 2 hours. So these were the examples of negative sentences. We use has or have before the subject to ask a question in present perfect tense. Have you been living here for 6 years? Has she not been reading a novel since morning? So these are the examples of interrogative sentences. You can also use some question words like what, when, where, why, how before these helping verbs in order to ask questions. Now, there is an exercise for you. Fill in the blanks with correct auxiliary, means helping verb, and main form of verb. My sister dash revised the lesson from the book. So you are supposed to use here the correct auxiliary, main verb. Take some time, solve it,